Hello, hello. How are you, everyone? I'm so happy you're here, and I'm happy to be here. Today, we're going to talk about one of my most favorite subjects, that is email marketing. You know how I feel about it? Let me just mute my phone so we keep not being interrupted. Anyway, you know how I feel about email marketing. I think that email marketing is a super powerful tool, and everyone who's in business should be using it and not only rely on social media marketing. I feel email marketing gets amazing results and you shouldn't miss out. So today, I'm sure that if you're listening to this mini class, it's because you've been trying to do email marketing and your opening rate is low, or your opening rate is, it could get better, or you don't even know where to start. So I'm here for you, and I want to give you some tips. I have some notes, and let's start from the beginning. Do you have an email software? That's the first thing. Make sure that you're using email software. Do your research. I have my recommendations. You can go to Schmoisman.com and see what I suggest there. My favorite lately is ActiveCampaign. I feel like it's doing a great job for me, but also I feel like there is something else about it, which is giving me great data. And with great data, I can analyze and I can see the results. I can see what is working and what's not working. And also I can understand my clients. I can understand who is in the other side and what do they want to click and where do you click. So with that said, that's really important. Let's start with that. Let's start with my first most important information, that is who is in the other side. Who are you talking to? I mean, you cannot talk everyone the same way. That's why it's really important that if you have multiple business, you have multiple email accounts and lists. You don't work the same email for everyone, because your success rate is going to tank, absolutely tank. You need to make sure that you're talking to your audience. And let me tell you a few mistakes that I made and that make my success rate going down. For example, I ghosted my audience. There are always people that are going to unsubscribe. Just don't take it personal, even if you're a friend. There are some people that they're never going to be your clients, and that's fine with it, and just deal with it. It's better to have less people in your list, get a better conversion rate. Sorry, it's weird weather today here in LA. So this is my thing. You need to make sure that you don't ghost your audience, that you are connecting all the time, that you are engaging, and people that they're still there and you have an opening rate and people are reading, good for you, because those people are having you in the back of your mind. And so I think you need to make sure that you got it right, and that you are getting to that audience and you engaging with them, and that you get them more and you give them more of what they need. So that's one thing. Sorry, I'm looking at this screen because I have people that they're asking to get in, and I'm happy to have people over. And so I'm trying to connect with them, and my team is listening. Please make sure that we have technical problems. And I know some people from our group are trying to get here and they're having issues. So Ro, if you are on the other side, just please make sure that they are on Facebook and that we can answer questions if we need to. So the other, let's talk about subject lines. Depends of the provider that you will use. You're gonna have two parts. One, and that's why ActiveCampaign is one of my favorites, because they not only offer you the subject line, also they offer you a preview. Subject line is something to get people hooked. And the preview is to explore a little more and dive deep in what you're going to be talking about and make it interesting for people to finally go and open the email. So you have a double opportunity there, that which you should never take for granted, because more is more in this case anyway. So let's start from the beginning. You do have your email list. Let's make sure that your email list is segmented, and it's not worth it to add friends or family that they never gonna care about your business. And it's just, yes, you can say you have more people in your list, but what is important in the list is the conversion rate. This is business, people, and we don't care of numbers. The same with social media. Do we care about followers? Is a popularity contest? Absolutely not. It's just about getting more business. We are doing business. We are about to move our business forward. It's not about numbers. The only numbers that we should look at are the numbers in our bank account and make sure that we are not in the red. Okay, so let's keep talking about those subject lines. But we're gonna go for one more minute back to your email providers, email service provider, and you need to make sure that you're using all the information that they provide. Some of them have this that is called spam check. And it's great to know that if your titles and previews are really passing that spam check. Is this a guarantee that you're not going to end in the spam folder? Absolutely not, because you don't know how the person set up their email, to what keywords is going to be trigger their spam folder. But most likely, what the software says is that you don't have any of those trigger words or trigger sentences or symbols that can affect the opening rate of your email. That's really important. So what's a good opening rate? That's something that I cannot tell you. I mean, I would say that anything over 20 is great, but again, depends on your kind of business, depends on what kind of list you have. If you have a list that you inherited from other business or people that you weren't in touch for a long time, probably your conversion rate is going to be much, much lower. Another thing, that's why if you're going to be doing this, you need to start and be cohesive and do it every single week if that's what you decide, or every twice a week, or whatever you decide. Each business is different, and each business should have their unique strategy. Okay, so another thing that it really worked for me and for our clients is to be authentic. We talk about this many times, and we talk about having a brand voice. So you need to make sure that your brand voice resonates with your audience, that your brand voice is something that is really going to work with your people, and they're going to want to engage. So first of all, be true to who you are or to your brand. Always need to be part of who you are. So that's, and also remember, it's all about storyline for me. Of course, if you have a product and you have a great sale, that's something that you want to say, but then you use the preview box to say, to reinforce the idea of what you are offering, and be clear. You don't want people to get disappointed either, because maybe they open this email and then next time I'm going to say, no, this brand is always set me off. I personally hate when I get a good promotion and then I open it, it wasn't that real. It was what were promised me wasn't there. Or even worse, when I go and I see an amazing pair of shoes, then I click because I want those shoes, and then those shoes are not even offered. That's super disappointing. So those things are always intriguing. And then something those things are always important to keep in mind. The next thing is about being a little intriguing and enticing. So not to overpromise and underdeliver, but if you're going to be using storytelling like I do on my Thursday emails, and please feel free to subscribe, LaraSchmoisman.com, and you can see how I use storytelling in order to connect my audience to what I do and what I can do for them, and how in this process and what I've been learning all this year can benefit my audience as well. So good ideas for your emails are always ask the questions, or something that happened to me, or sometimes just the shock factor. That shock factor works well for me. And since today we're only talking about subject lines, I just want to talk about, yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem in my brand to say bad words, and other people do. And whoever doesn't like it, they can unsubscribe. No problem with that. So again, I want to give you a few pointers that to me are really essential in a good subject line. First of all, never lie to the audience. Never mislead them. Always be true to your product and your voice. Like if you are gonna, again, you're gonna have a sale, be honest about the sale. If it's all the products or if part of the products, if you have a preview line, take advantage of that preview line to confirm or to go deeper in what you're offering. There's nothing worse than a disappointed customers. Another thing is something that I won't do is like attention. You're gonna miss this, or I believe that we have enough words in this beautiful language, English, and in every language that we can convey what we want to say. So it shouldn't be an issue to use our words and create unique subject lines and interesting subject lines. Something else I want to tell you is like you have competitors, you have people that you admire, but they are themselves. Don't try to copy them. Don't try to see what it works for them, because you are different. So be unique. Make things your own. That's really important. And something also, I want to make sure that you use personalization. You can use personalization even in the subject line. And that's important. That's important, that you feel like you're talking to someone. Don't talk general. Talk to one person, the other person that is in the other side, and that they want to be there for you. Well, I hope that all these things help you, and I would love to hear questions and also ideas. What do you want me to talk next week? So just send a message here and we'll make sure that we answer. So I hope that this mini class about copywriting and subject lines was useful for you. If it was, please send me a message. I really appreciate your messages. So thank you again, and talk to you later.